Millie Weaver reporting to you for Infowars.com. Well, it is Black Friday, and it turns out that Black Friday is looking like a flop. As you can see behind me, Best Buy has a small line that has formed, and I will say that yesterday evening, the doors opened for Black Friday sales that actually occurred on Thursday, Thanksgiving. So many retailers actually open around 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving, and you did see a lot more of a panic and a frenzy, more cars out here. I drove by Best Buy last night actually, and this parking lot was packed and full, but you didn't see the big lines outside like you would typically see. But what's interesting here is that I'm noticing a trend. I've seen several cars come and then go. And it's almost as though because they don't see a big line and they don't see the frenzy, they then maybe assume that there must not be any good sales inside. So maybe they're like, oh, well, since there's not a big line, I'm just going to leave because maybe there's not going to be good sales, or maybe people want the frenzy. Maybe people are searching for that frenzy, the competition of fighting over an Xbox or fighting over a flat screen TV. So far, the line's looking pretty bleak, guys, and it is only about an hour or so, maybe an hour 15 left until Best Buy opens. Now, what's interesting here is you can see a large gate that is supposed to fill up a line for Black Friday that is not being utilized. And it seems to be because the frenzy happened on Thursday. Now, Drudge Report is reporting $20 billion in sales. Now, that sounds like a lot for Thanksgiving, which it is, because typically in the past, Thanksgiving stores' doors were not open. So for Thanksgiving, that might be a record, but $20 billion compared to the hundreds of billions, or we're talking 80 billion and on for other Black Fridays, that actually is minuscule. And what people are finding is that many shoppers are now doing their Black Friday shopping online. And the other thing is that could the big corporate companies' decision to open up the Black Friday frenzy to Thursday, Thanksgiving, have actually been a bad idea? Because I'm actually noticing that, people have been coming and leaving because there hasn't been a big enough of a line here. And I think people want the frenzy. The frenzy is partially what gets them to panic buy. It's partially what gets people to panic and get in line, and you have to get it so that somebody else doesn't get it first. It's that me mentality. So because cars have been seeing that there's not some huge line, there's not really much of a motivation here for them to panic buy. And that could actually come back to hurt these big corporations and these businesses, because they actually rely a lot on people panic buying on Black Friday. And because people were able to kind of go all throughout Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, that might cut into your numbers as well, because a good amount of people aren't actually going to be going out on Thanksgiving. But we still did see a lot. I mean, compared to what you would typically see, this whole parking lot was full yesterday evening on Thanksgiving, and now there's nobody here. So this actually could come back to hurt these big businesses, because now it looks like Black Friday is a flop. So let's go ahead and see if any of these Black Friday shoppers want to talk to us. Hello, good evening.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So, are you guys here for the Black Friday sales?
Yes.
Were you here yesterday?
No.
Did you know about the shopping frenzy yesterday?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think about how now Black Friday's on Thursday?
I don't like it because it's not Black Thursday
Yeah.
and it's Thanksgiving. Be with your family, you know?
Exactly. What do you guys think? Did you guys come out here on Thursday?
No.
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 So, what deals have you heard of that's going on inside of Best Buy?
A TV and computers would have heard.
Really? Nice.
I like Alex Jones.
Did you- so-
For that, I like this.
So,
Forbidden
do you think
information.
that because not as many people are out here on Friday that you guys are likely to get some good deals?
Sure.
Yeah. What are you hoping to get?
Television.
TV. That seems to be the popular item, you know, that for Best Buy is TV. I've seen people fighting over TVs before with the Black Friday footage out there. Well, I mean, what do you think about, have you been to other Black Fridays before?
No.
It's your first time?
First time.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks. So are any of you guys Black Friday regulars?
It's the first time for me.
It's the first time? Nice. So what do you think about the fact that, you know, many of these stores opened up for their Black Friday sales yesterday at 5 p.m.?
I just came today morning, like I thought of going to the gas station, and I came here by accident. I saw a very small line over here. I thought I'd give it a try.
Nice. Very cool. What are you hoping to get?
Maybe a laptop.
A laptop?
Yeah.
Nice. Have you heard of any special deals or anything, or you just assume?
Going on Dell.
What?
On Dell laptop.
Oh, there's a deal?
There's a deal going on there.
Nice. Very cool. So, are you a Black Friday regular?
No.
No. Is it your first Black Friday?
Yes.
Oh, nice. So, did you know about the doors opening up yesterday?
Yes.
Why did you go out?
No.
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 What did you do?
I did the thundercloud turkey trot. Then I went back home, finished cooking, and then I ate dinner.
So you enjoyed Thanksgiving, right? Which is what you're supposed to do on Thanksgiving.
That is correct.
You know, what do you think about how Thanksgiving is supposed to be about focusing on what you're thankful for having? You know, we sit around with our friends and our family, and we're supposed to think about we're thankful for having, you know, what we have in our life, not necessarily what we need, focusing on what we need. I mean, what do you think about how consumerism has kind of usurped Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to always take Thanksgiving as a special day. My mother passed away one day after Thanksgiving. So to our family, it's something really special. It's a special day. And I'm just thankful to be alive. I don't have to have things. I think living and being healthy is more important than having things.
Exactly. I would think spending time with your family as well and your loved ones while they're around is more important than necessarily skipping the dinner to go shopping.
Right, that is correct. Your family is more important because things have a way of, you know, you get tired of things, but hopefully you would not get tired of your family. Your family is your being, and so to me, it's the most important thing.
Definitely, definitely. And you know, a lot of people actually brave the... What are you guys in line for?
I have
I think they're in line for Black Friday.
Yeah, but they don't know what they're in line for.
yes, I have a flyer.
What are y'all trying to get?
I'm trying to get a laptop.
A laptop? You go, girl.
What are you guys trying to get? What are you guys trying to get?
Who are y'all with?
We're with InfoWars.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Did you come out on Thursday, yesterday, on Thanksgiving?
Yes, we did. We came out after we all ate dinner. We went to Walmart, and then we went home, went to sleep, woke up at 2 a.m., and we went back to Walmart, and then we waited outside Target at 5:50 because they opened up at 6, and we bought 3 Hatchimals. And
You bought 3 what?
Hatchimals, with those little egg things that you don't know what's inside of it for the kids.
Oh, okay.
But they're giant. They're like this big.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, Eric? What'd you do?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I just ended up getting a whole bunch of Xbox One games for my nephew.
Xbox. So you did a lot of Christmas shopping?
Yes, we did.
So,
But
was there a frenzy and a panic?
At Walmart, there was for a second. Someone tried to run off with some stuff. I think it was a TV, and they caught him because it was too heavy for him, which was kind of funny. And then we actually almost got tasered because we were play fighting over a ladder. I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice ladder," and so then this one over here comes up and it's like, "I want that ladder." We were play fighting next to the cop, and he pulls out his taser. He was like, "I could have really tased y'all." We were like, "We were joking. Do we look like we do home improvement, sir?" So that's all about that happened. Nobody's really out. Look at this line,
Yeah, I went to the mall. I've kind of been all around here, and for a Black Friday, this is kind of a flop. It seems like most of the shopping and the frenzy happened yesterday.
or online. Yeah, I mean the sales aren't really that great anymore. So people aren't gonna waste their precious sleep because a lot of people do work today now that Thanksgiving's over. Stop putting the light on me.
Do you think that people should spend time with their family and maybe not be going out shopping on Thanksgiving?
Yes, they shouldn't have went out on Thanksgiving. That's what I really think. I did see a lot of people going, like Snapchatting that they were going shopping with their family, I guess as long as they were still with their family, but they shouldn't have went on Thanksgiving. It's clearly a Black Friday thing, so they shouldn't even start the sales till midnight. Like, it's kind of rude of the companies to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's something weird about Black Friday happening on Thursday.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree. And then also the retail workers having to come into work, like, that's rude. That's disrespectful to them because they didn't get to spend time with their family.
But don't you think if people just didn't go out and shop on Thanksgiving, then they would stop doing that?
Yeah, but it's supply and demand. I mean, everyone wants to make money, and then a lot of these people are actually just going to resell most of the stuff that had the best deals, which is why they're out here. Most people, I've noticed, because I asked a lot of people, what are y'all getting? Like, we just pulled up and asked them, and half of them don't even know. They're just walking in here just because it's something to do. Yeah. So I'm glad that lady knew what she wanted, although nobody else answered, so,
Yeah. I mean, some people said they wanted a TV and certain other items, but I think that, most of them said it's their first time with Black Friday this year. But yeah, most of the frenzy was yesterday, and I'm just, thinking, how is this happening on Thanksgiving when we're supposed to be thinking about what we're thankful for?
Instead of everyone coming and fighting, ungrateful and everything, yeah, I understand. Also, everyone does Cyber Monday, so I think it's kind of like belittling the whole Black Friday ordeal because it's the same deals on Monday. So a lot of people are starting to do that. That might be why people aren't really out.
So do you think because they've stretched it out, that's why we're seeing less of a frenzy?
I do, but another thing, I think people are also going out on Thanksgiving with their family is because a lot of the families come from out of town. So they're the ones that are like, oh, it's exciting because they live in either different states or different countries where they don't have the same stores. So that's another thing that I did notice. I think that's another reason.
Well, that's pretty interesting. I mean, it's one thing if you're still coming out with your family, right? But then it's another with, kind of going and supporting businesses making their employees work on Thanksgiving when they could be with their family. But all in all, it's pretty crazy. I mean, have you done a lot of Black Fridays in the past?
Yeah, actually we have. Mostly working them. Like, we've worked them. He actually is going to work here in an hour. So that's why we're out originally. Yeah. And, yeah, the previous years were much crazier. So it's actually, like, just calming down.
It's toned down significantly.
Significantly, yes, definitely. Yes.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you. Happy holidays, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. So, there you have it, folks. It appears that this attempt by these big corporations to spread out Black Friday might have actually costed them billions of dollars, because we are here on Black Friday and, you know, there's not too much time left until the store opens. It opens at 8 a.m. here in Central Time, and we don't have that big of a line. Typically on Black Friday, you would see a massive line. I mean, they were preparing for an insane line here, but see, nobody showed up because the frenzy, and look, more people look, and they keep going. People have been driving in, they look, they don't see the big line, so they keep going. Whereas if they would have just kept Black Friday for Friday as intended, then you would have a base line here that then all of these people that are driving up would see, and then they would panic, get into frenzy mode, and go stand in line. But because there's no line, they don't assume that there's any good sales. So it's interesting, guys. It turns out Black Friday was a flop, and all of the sales, all of the frenzy has already occurred. It happened on Thanksgiving. So apparently Thanksgiving is no longer Thanksgiving. It is Black Thursday. Well, make sure you guys hop on today to listen to the InfoWars broadcast of the Alex Jones Show, because he's going to be talking about Black Friday, maybe even showing and playing some of the latest clips of people and shoppers acting crazy on Thanksgiving. Not Black Friday, Thanksgiving. So this is Millie Weaver signing off for InfoWars.com.